Well, Audrey was 7 at the time, and she was doing a lot of running in gym class and with me. I'm a runner. And she was having a lot of leg pain, and we took her into her pediatrician, and he did notice that her IT band was tight, but he also thought that maybe something else was going on. So we started physical therapy right away, and then at the same time he took a blood test and realized that a lot of her blood counts were low. Nothing serious at the time, but he decided that it would be a good idea just to keep checking her blood every month, just as she kept having the pain and the physical therapy wasn't working as well. And then in October of last year, she experienced some nose pain, and she said it felt like somebody hit her in the nose. And I took her into an urgent care where they diagnosed her with a staph infection. And when I followed up with her pediatrician kind of questioned it and wanted to follow up with her, proceeded to take another blood test, and that blood test revealed that she had blasts in her blood, which indicate either a blood disorder or leukemia. So the next morning we took her into Children's Hospital, and she had a bone marrow aspiration, and it did reveal that she had ALL, which is acute lymphoblastic leukemia. So
your life got flipped over in
one afternoon.
Swoop, huh?
Yeah, we went from thinking she had a staph infection to leukemia. So it was pretty life-changing. And yeah, we immediately started chemotherapy that night for her. So.
And she's on, I would imagine, about a 2-year course?
It's just a little bit more than 2 years. Yeah, she started in October of 2012, and then she'll be finished in December of 2014.
Make for a pretty nice Christmas.
Yes, next year, yeah.
Pretty nice Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
she's got a twin brother,
Yep.
Colin. What's that like?
It's very difficult. He's a sensitive kid to begin with, and being twins, they're very concerned about each other, and it's been hard on him. He's very worried when she's not feeling well, or if she's got to return to the hospital or anything like that. It really affects him, and he, kind of tries to protect her. She also has a little sister, and it's the same thing. She's very, very protective over Audrey. So I think in a way it has made their relationship closer, but there's been a lot of stress in the family. So thankfully the hospital has such great resources. They all come into the hospital, they see the psychology department. I bring them in occasionally with Audrey to her appointments at the MACC clinic, so they can meet the nurses and the doctors, so they can kind of see what Audrey's going through, which is very beneficial for them. The group of doctors and nurses that are up at the MACC Fund are so knowledgeable, and they make everything, they put everything in layman's terms for us so that it's easy for us to make decisions. They give us sufficient amount of time to make our decisions. They're very supportive, and anything that we need, they provide it for us. The research study that Audrey's involved in, we had a number of doctors come in and talk to us about it and give us, all the details about the research study, and just the way that they provide the information and provide the support for us at the MACC clinic. It just makes us feel so good. We're always seeing the same nurses and the same doctors, so they become almost like family when you're seeing them once or twice a week. My family and I have always provided, we did volunteer work for the Children's Hospital, for the Ronald McDonald House, prior to Audrey getting sick. And even for the kids' birthdays, they would provide gifts for Children's and for the Ronald McDonald House. And now to be on the other side of it, where we're receiving the services, it's such a turn of events. And now I realize how important it was that we were providing that, because the MACC Clinic, Children's Hospital, it's such a great place to have in Wisconsin, in our neighborhood, and they just provide so much for families.